Okay, so I'm in the room with our guys, and I would like to introduce you Sergey, who is the design director of the product studio Looi, and Nikita Gusev, who is the designer at Looi. Are you ready to start? Yes, we are. In the end, we'll find out who won, and we will do a mini interview for our users. Good luck. Launch our SpaceX rocket into the sky. Okay. Who knows the rules of our Photoshop battle? Okay, so the Photoshop battle format is we have two designers. They don't hear anything that is being commented. They have their own music, and their headphones will tell you what that music is. Oh, Marilyn Manson? Nikita is listening to Marilyn Manson. Okay, that's quite something for success. Okay, so they've got 45 minutes and the timer, and for 45 minutes they'll be doing a new website for SpaceX. Okay, so now we're looking at Sergey's monitor screen. Okay, so we see that SpaceX has a website. Congrats, that's a start, and it's quite okay. I wonder how they play around with the story. Okay, speaking about the level of their professional competency, I've actually have noted a lot of the accolades of Sergey Andronov. So he's the design director of the Looi product studio. He's also a judge at the FWA Awards, which is known all over the world and in Russia as well. He's also a speaker and lecturer at British School of Design and HSE, which is one of the leading design institutions in Moscow. And he's a lecturer at the Polytechnical Museum. He's also got a lot of awards, including the FWAs, the awards, the CSS Design Awards, and also has been shortlisted for Cannes Lions. So just to make sure that his number of awards is complete, and to make him the last compliment during this round, I should say that we have never had designers of this level so far at our Photoshop battle. So whatever you're going to see in the next 45 minutes, that's actually something special, and that's a unique visual solution that we're looking for. So he's one of the so-called high rollers, which is quite a high level of designers. So speaking about Sergey, he's got a lot of experience, not even in design, but also in promo stories, beautiful, emotional design stories. He's actually been doing advertising before, and then he kind of translated his skills into doing product design in a more classical understanding. So doing interfaces, UX, doing practical experience and experience design for different companies. And that's a really unique combination of skills because, you know, we've been thinking, okay, there has been a lot of hype around the production of UX and UI interfaces and product design. A lot of you know that still, you know, sometimes given all the hype and given all the proficiency that's in the industry, we're still lacking at the emotional component. There are so many UI, UX proper specialists, but when someone tries to, you know, translate their other skills from a different industry into product design, you have a really exclusive and unique combination, and that's exactly Sergey's story. I know a lot of design interface designers, and that's really a rare case when you can translate your advertising, your other skills, and your understanding of people's wishes into design. So sometimes it can be beautiful, it can be nice, but it does not, you know, string really a chord into the the souls of the users. So Sergey is a really great, unique specialist who can combine the unique and right user experience and the beautiful design in terms of emotional background and emotional component. Okay, so look, Sergey has the white background and Sergey not the white background. So that's exactly, now we're seeing the 5 minutes when the design conception is bored. Okay, so one of them is Sergey Andronov and the other one is Nikita Gusev. Nikita Gusev is the designer at Looi. Okay, once again, let's go over the task of the design battle. So basically, to sum it up, it's a present to Elon Musk because we're redesigning the SpaceX website. Okay, we're looking through the comments and somebody's writing, go for it, don't do another corporate website, do something special. And we believe that that's, something that they're gonna have. They won't just do, horizontal orientation, they'll do something interesting, something unique. Don't forget that you can go to the website of the broadcast and you can vote for one of the design battlers. You can find all the links in the description of the website. Please, please, please support the broadcast and do a repost on Facebook and other social networks. We do especially for you. And of course, the more people who see that, the more people who post it, the better for us. We really want to make it, as a big sports event. Okay, so at the end, we'll also do a short interview with the best questions that have been posted in the comment section. So please share and post. Okay, so what's happening now? I've actually said a lot about Sergey, but I haven't mentioned a lot about Nikita yet. He's so far what we're seeing that he's doing, due to background mostly, he's doing more of a promo story, the Sergey. Okay, you can vote, actually you can vote several times. You can go and vote throughout the whole battle, and so far we got around 400 votes for each. Okay. So what do we see that they're doing? Okay, look, Sergey starts adding some images. Okay. Some people are asking when the sketch battle is going to be. It's going to be soon. So wait for it and it will be announced in due time. Okay, so Nikita is now doing the banner ad. Look at how it's happening. Okay, he's doing horizontal lines, look not as, more of a round shape. And that's actually an easy trick to do. I'm actually using it as well. However, I really don't want anyone to see that. But, in the end of the day, it really looks good. Just, you don't have to tell it to anyone how you're doing it, but you can do an object and then you can add, 1 point, and then you can lift it up, and then that's what you're gonna have. However, I've never had a curve like that, that looks so nice. So let's just all confess that what we usually do is we just add a round shape, and that's how we get to this point. Don't be confused with it. Don't be, shy. Just, do what you're gonna do. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about Nikita. Nikita is, he's actually sending his hello to people who have studied at Harbor Space, because he's also one of the alumni of the institution. Okay, now we have 600 people watching us. Please share so we have more. We're really, really, really looking forward to having a big audience and sharing this with all of you guys. Okay, so look at what he's doing now. And let's tell a little bit more about Nikita right now. Nikita became sort of famous, kind of gained his momentum when he won the competition to get free education Harbor Space at Barcelona. Interestingly enough, having traveled to Barcelona, having studied there, he came back to Moscow, and he started working at Looi, and it's been 3 months so far that he's been working at Looi Design and Product Studio, and he's doing one of the projects of the design studio for a large bank. It's actually called Alpha Bank, and it's actually one of the leading banks for both businesses and users. Okay, look at the difference between Nikita and Looi. Okay, you can see that Nikita is, a fun guy. He's doing something that, looks pretty bold right now. It's more of a promo story, I would say. And Sergey looks like he loves corporate websites, not to mean it in any way, to mean anything other than what I said. But it looks like he's, maybe gonna add a little bit more colors but so far it's a really elegant, really thought out composition, not too striking so far. You know, it's when you enter the Boeing website, for example, or SpaceX, you know, the current, no, okay, no, we're not mentioning any of the current websites, but when you do enter a cool, great, professional website of a large company, you usually see this kind of minimalism and this kind of leveled out design, let's call it this way, without super bold solutions, but something that really looks understandable and clear to a large audience. That's what I also got to do at my own work at IES, the studio that I'm heading, really pertain to the needs of the big clients that require something more serious, let's say. Okay. But to be honest, I would say that, yeah, based on my experience, I really find it that Sergey's style is something that is closer to me. But, you know, based on the other design battle, let's see what happens, because maybe that's just his start. And maybe who knows that he's going to do next. Maybe he's going to add, you know, something that is going to be completely different. Right now, for example, he's adding like a rocket ship, a huge rocket ship. Maybe he's going to win, maybe not, because, you know, I'm looking at it from, for example, right now from a business owner's perspective, who could be the potential client, and that could be the winning solution for the client, as while at the same time at the battle, looking at other battles, the winning battle solutions are usually the promo site type of design. Okay, look at that, what has changed? Yeah, that's also a story of, you know, how people work. You know, some people start from this point, some from that point, and then they, from that, you know, from that 1.0, they can go in a completely different direction. You can see that Sergey has a lot of experience, has had a lot of professional experience in life. I'm not sure how many, you know, websites he's created, but you can see that from the very start he's creating a professional website. While looking at Nikita, you can see, you know, his urge to experiment, maybe a little bit of maximalism, and, you know, I could see that actually you need to see some time to rule into from this experimental phase into a final decision. So right now, it kind of seems to us that maybe he's not yet making it, but, you know, who knows? Maybe that's, you know, his unique style, and that's what is, you know, gonna transform into a completely viable solution. Okay, Nikita is writing something to us? Wait, okay, so this is, by the way, common practice that, for example, during the last battle, Michael Rozov was also writing as like a sort of a high greeting through the design battle. Or, oh no, wait, no, he's looking for something. Yeah, okay, so I'm predicting that he's gonna throw in some major surprises. Yeah, now he's spilling a secret of how to actually get around Shutterstock. So, you know, we didn't show you anything. It's not official. That's not coming from us. That's Nikita, what he's doing. We cannot, you know, we don't have any control over his action. But, you know, maybe that's. Oh no! Wait! He's also buying it. Yeah, that's another way of doing it. So he's not stealing it; he's buying it for a lower price. So that's another service that Nikita has shown to you. A service that kind of buys stock images and sells them for less. But yeah, that's still illegal. Maybe somebody has, you know, a super corporate account and they made a separate service out of it by selling the images to designers who don't have money for like a full-blown Shutterstock purchase. You know, whatever you can do during the experiment, but never use it with your clients, never. Yeah, the battle is like a completely free and open initiative. People are doing whatever they're doing in the room. I mean, the participants of the design battle, they're using whatever tools, you know, they're using, and this is not going to be used in any commercial way, the website that they're creating, you know, other than maybe Elon Musk, Hemstraws, and wants to hire Nikita and Sergey. Um, Sorry, there's one more thing that I need to say, and now my name is Irina, and I'm translating this, interpreting this design battle. So I'm saying thank you and hi to the guys who are doing the broadcast in Russian, and they're saying a hi and greeting to me as I'm translating this in English. So all of the people who are listening to us, thanks so much for joining once again. That's something that we would like to bring to you and get you to, by the way, please leave your comments and tell us what you feel and what you think so that we can make it better. We really found the design battle a really great thing to work for the Russian audience so far. Now we really want to scale it and bring it to you, to whoever, like to a larger amount of people who want to join, who can benefit from this and learn from the people who are attempting their best to actually design beautiful websites. Okay, so look what he's doing. Sergey is saying that he's usually doing now. I'm no longer myself. I'm gonna be Sergey from this moment. So Sergey's saying that he's usually doing what Sergey's doing in Photoshop with Lasso. So he's using a different tool right now, and that's the first time that he actually sees how you can, just easily do with the eraser tool. It seems like that's such a primitive thing to do, but it actually works well, and it's so fast. In the design battle experience, you're really going to be fast. You're actually going to be fast in your actual work, but here you don't really have any spare seconds. So why not use the eraser tool? That works in this way. So you could totally do that. Okay, so the question is, what is he going to do with it further? Because he's not going to have a very clear line using the eraser tool, so he wouldn't be able to use it in all of the instances, especially on on the brand's website. So let's see how he used this. Basically, if you, the other side of the coin is that if you want to do this perfectly, you really would have to, just do it throughout the whole design battle. So let him do what he's doing, and let's see where he puts that guy. Maybe on a rocket ship? Is that what he's gonna do? Okay, anyways, that's better than if he would, do the paintbrush tool. Or can you imagine him doing the editing in paintbrush? That would be quite a fun solution for a website about rockets in space. I'm using Lasso usually, but sometimes you can get a magnetic lasso being a real pain in the ass. Okay, so just to remind you, we got a voting going on. 671 users are online right now. Okay, getting back to the design process. Okay, when you're using a brush, you can just push shift and then use the brush in the way that you need. So you can basically, in Photoshop, that's the good thing about Photoshop, that you can do a lot of things, in many different ways. So let's see how it turns out. So far, the voting is showing that the guy who is supposed to be kissing the rocket, strikes quite a chord in the audience as compared to a more minimalistic branded website. So whatever he's doing there, he's probably on the right curve. So we're wishing him good luck in all of the erasing battle that he's having all to himself right now. Oh wait! Oh look! He's cutting his head off. Oh no! Really? I wonder what he's gonna do. So he's probably not gonna do the embracing man. He's gonna do a rocket headman, or no, wait. He's probably gonna take Elon Musk's head and put it instead. Really? Is he gonna do that? Seriously? Oh wait. Okay. So he's going back to the browser. Sergey is going back to the browser and he's doing an artboard. Yeah, Sergey is doing everything according to the schedule. Seriously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just following the plan. You can write a book off of it. While Nikita, what he's doing is just like some kind of, going out in the outer space. Sergey is really just doing it the traditional way, let's say. And Nikita does not know where to put the guy. Where do you think that he should put the guy? On the rocket, on top of a rocket, or where? Yeah, maybe he's gonna, put a helmet on a head because, no one should be in space without a helmet. Okay, back to Nikita. Oh, maybe that's his Barcelona experience. But yeah, I really can't get it. How can Sergey, after studying in Barcelona, be using a translator to look for images? Okay, but again, you gotta do what you gotta do. Whatever tool that you can use that will get you in the right place, do it. Okay, a little bit more about the Looi design studio. Looi is a cool product design studio with with an accent on product design. If you actually like what they're doing right now, and they've gone far enough. Yes, so now we know it's Elon Musk. Yes, that's what he's gonna add. Maybe he's gonna make him a little slimmer, starting with a point when maybe he went on a diet or something. That's the designer. That's a design battle. That's nothing official. He can completely translate his vision into it. Let's hope that he's gonna leave enough. Okay, so if you like what Looi Design Studio are doing, who both Sergey and Nikita are, Sergey is actually the design director and Nikita is one of the designers at the Looi studio. So if you like the studio, you can totally go and apply for a job there. Guys are hiring actually right now and could be hiring later on. So please do check them out and apply. Okay, Nikita is going full house, all in. He's he's adding Elon Musk's head. Let's hope that it's gonna be as he imagines. Yeah, it looks like he needs to make it a little larger, but that he's gonna run into a problem of having poor quality and pixelation. But you gotta choose whether the head is gonna be smaller than the shoe, or you're going to have a pixelated head, or you're going to have enough time to find a different one. But if you're starting an experiment, you gotta have all the risks wired up so you can deal with them in due time. I can imagine if he did that for Kanye West, cutting off his head and putting on some other body, or any other celebrity. I'm hoping that he's not going to have any negative reaction from the proprietor of the head. Okay, now it looks a little bit like an alien. Maybe that's the idea that he's trying to translate. Elon Musk living on a different planet. Is that what he's trying to put in his design studio? Okay, while Nikita is finding his ways with Elon Musk's head, let's go and see what Sergey is doing. He's doing something more traditional. Okay, so let's leave them at that right now, and let's make a short pause and go to talk a little bit about the UI UX design course. That's a course that really is going to teach you a lot about UX design, and I'm going to take 5 minutes to walk you a little bit through the course and walk you a little bit through the website where you can apply to be a student of the course. So the course has been created for people who want to excel and to earn more skills in UX design. It's one of the leading and most widely sold course in Russia about UX design, and it's led by the #1 UX design studio in Russian called AIS. Right now, a lot of the employees of the largest companies, not just in Russia but also in the world, are participants of the course. Those companies include Sberbank, Yandex, Life News. So those are just to name a few, but they're actually, yes, they're much larger, and Abby and a lot of the companies that are not just in Russia, but they operate throughout the world. The course lasts 16 weeks, and allows you to connect with the top art directors and top managers of IES, which is the largest Russian design agency, and to add to your portfolio more works and more great projects that you can then show to your future employees. And you can actually, through the course, can create different works that will get you noticed and will get you hired into those studios. Here I'd like to share a little bit about the student feedback. We have connected with the different leading specialists of some of the key companies who are leading specialists and top managers in UI UX design, and asked them to personally go through the course, to actually be a student of the course and share what they can tell about it. When you can please go back to the website then if you want, and you can read all of those reviews, because we would like to go to our Design Battleless app. I won't go through them, but here you can see who those people are. You can check out their companies, you can check out their feedback, and then you can read it in detail. The skills that you are going to learn are the basic skills, are actually both the basic skills and the more pro skills that a UX designer needs. So you're going to learn how to create an intuitively clear design, something that will make people to understand it easily and clearly and make it really, really memorable. You will also learn how to create the product component to your design so that it's really got a great usability. And you know, this is something that we've been talking about in the very beginning, to wire up both the science of creating a great design and the emotional component to it. Then you're also going to learn how to work on large-scale projects, because you know that seems like it has little to do with the design, but no, that's not true, because learning the practice of how to work is as important as learning what to do for the design that you're creating. So you're going to learn the processes of dealing with large projects, large clients, how to deal with their feedback, how to deal with, you know, the comments that are incoming, and actually get your project not just through the creation part, but through the selling part and through the approval part. All those different milestones and the different parts of working through a project. So here, please meet the staff of the course. Please meet our masters and our master teachers. First of all, I'd like to say a couple of words about Sergey Popkov, who's actually our key commentator today on the Design Battle. Sergey has founded and is the leader of IES, which is the leading design agency in Russia, and Anton Vinogradov is the CEO of the company, and Andrei Nishenko is co-owner of Grape, a leading Russian digital agency. Please learn more info when you come back to the website. And there are all the other wonderful teachers that have become part of the course and are going to be teaching you all of the skills and all of the curriculum. The curriculum contains the different part, as we have mentioned before, that is going to lead you through from creating a great design to getting it through approvals and getting it through fruition to actually a project. And in the end of the course, you'll also get a certificate to your name that will help you apply to design studios, and that will help you actually apply to not just an internship, but already to a position of a designer that is going to get you paid. The course outcomes includes not just the diploma, as here we've just said, but also the skill set that you're going to have. And the good thing about this course is that it's completely personalized. You can go through it in any way that you want, in any time that you want. The only thing you're going to have to do the course is your laptop and internet connection. You can do it when you finish work, you can do it before work, you can do it when you don't have work, you can do it any day, time and place that you can, without making any sacrifices in your life to learn what you want to do. Let me walk you a little bit through the plans that you can choose. If you just want to, you know, start, you have to choose the start plan. This will get you all the skills, but it won't get you checking your homeworks. What is homework? So homework is a practical assignment. Yeah, obviously it comes without saying, which you will get as part of the course. after each block. When you do the homework, then you'll pass on to the next level. If you take the STAR course, you can do the homework, but you wouldn't have to have it checked. So you can go through the course quicker, but you wouldn't be getting the feedback to the projects that you're working. If you're taking the optimal plan, then you have a moderately complex way of going through the course. You'll complete not just the lessons as in the STAR course, but you'll also be completing the homework, and you'll get it tested by professionals, and you will get feedback on your actual projects, and that will help you actually make those projects better and make your projects better in terms of your professional capacities, because at the end you'll work on those projects together based on the comments that you receive to your homeworks, and through those practical assignments you'll have more potential to remember what you have learned during the course, and to create, which is most important. You will create your own work, which you'll then use in your portfolio, and then you'll use to apply to different design agencies. So now let's go to the pro course. What the pro plan gives is you will, same thing, you'll have the lessons that you can go through wherever and whenever you are with the internet connection in your laptop. You will receive the home assignments that are the practical tasks that you're going to be completing and you're going to be checking. And what's more, you're also going to get a certificate, and you're going to get some help, some aid in terms of going and working in different companies. So we'll actually try to get you employed and get you to a actual UI UX design position. So please check out the websites. The prices here are realistic, but especially for those who are watching the design battle, we have made very big discounts, so really don't miss this opportunity. The discounts are only active for those who are participating in the design battle, and they're going to be over. If you want to have the discount, please enroll. Please, you can push the button. This does not imply any whatsoever commitment on your side. This will just make sure that you can receive the lower price that is only active for design battle students. So press any of those buttons if you want to get the smaller price on the design course. And please go back to the website so that you can see more info. And now let's go back to the design battle, and we're really hoping to see you later on the course, and really hoping to see you, maybe our next design battle participant, or the designer working at Looi or IES or a different design studio, because that's what we're after. We want to make sure that everyone learns the best, how to do best in class work. So let's see what best in class work have Nikita and Sergey created so far. Okay. Nikita added some numbers. It's like, like he went to McDonald's and, made a show. Wow, he's really having a business lunch kind of experience. Okay. What about Sergey? Okay, my question to Nikita after the broadcast is actually, Nikita, how do you get, to Sergey, how do you get Nikita to do a decent design? Because, that's a little bit of a business lunch, but, let's see what happens after. Please check out the interviews. Yes, as we mentioned in the beginning, at the end of the broadcast, we're gonna interview the participants and ask them the questions that we have, that they have, that you have. So please do leave your questions in the comments, and if anything is not clear, if you have any emotions to share, any thoughts to share, please comment and please share it so that we can get more and more feedback. Oh my god, what was that page? That he's gonna have Elon Musk's family on the website as well? Sergey is commenting that maybe we're going to have different comments in the interpreted English version of the broadcast and in the Russian one, but really I'm just saying what they're saying, and to be honest, just a little bit of something more so that we have a unique English version of the design battle. Okay, let's see, what pictures are those? Okay, we didn't do a screen grab of the guy's screen, so we only have now to see what they're doing, but we'll check it out later. Let's yeah, we're gonna do it in the next design battle, which is actually gonna be soon. Just in a week, we're gonna have the next design battle. Oh, guys, there's so many of you online. Please, yeah, if you wanna participate in the design battle, please leave your portfolio as well, just in the comments or on the following the email on the design course website. But yeah, you can actually leave it just in the comments. Give us a link to your work, and we'll go through it, and maybe we'll invite you to the next design battle. And remember that the next one is next week. Okay, let's while the guys are going through their work, let's see what else we got about the Looi design studio that both Sergey and Nikita are working at. Okay, so they're about 30 together, and about 10 of them are designers, and they're doing product websites and product interfaces for actually different types of companies. Some of them are startups, some of them are banks, really different type of scale and type, but they're always trying to focus on the product. If you want to work at Looi, you can write a message to Sergey at the email art@looi.ru. Everyone is looking for UX designers right now, and Looi included as a design studio. So if you want to get a job in UX design, please apply. Somebody's asking about whether we're doing remote battles. So far not, but let's say what happens. Right now we're doing actual real-time battles. Guys are sitting in the room and designing it live as we're speaking right now. Next time we're gonna have guys from Nota Media and Bureau. If you work at a design studio and your design studio does not mind that you're gonna be in a battle with a different design studio, please apply. We're really gonna see and test how different people perfect their skills and how they perform in their unique UX science and art. I wonder if Marilyn Manson had a transformation like that. Would he be happier to see his head like that? Maybe happier than Elon Musk. Sergey is just working on the beauty. He's just trying to make it more and more beautiful. His experience is making himself show. It's both emotional and clear. Yeah, that's what you see a professional designer. He can make a product in an hour that could really go live and could be used, full scale. It's not just a battle product. It's a really working concept that you can really go and use in business. Sergey's remembering something from his maybe childhood or earlier experience, because the images that Nikita is using are sending us to the time when we saw Philip Kirkorov. Go check him out. He's a weird guy. He's a great guy. Sorry, from the Russian pop scene. So just imagine maybe Ozzy Osbourne with curly hair singing Miley Cyrus's song. Sorry, okay, that's a little bit too much, but that's where you get when you come and cut Elon heads out and put it on a skyrocket. So we're really having doubts about whether that's the right solution, let's say. Sometimes it does really pay off to go a little safer and a little more into the beautiful, clear design story rather than doing something too weird. But you should totally go and check out Harbor Space as well, where Nikita was a student. So you can get, the enthusiasm of the guy. You can get he's really wanting to do something new. He's really looking for something new, and he's really, he's really creating. So that gives you an idea of, his character and his approach. Okay, so we're checking the comments, and somebody's writing that we're really, really gonna have a huge laugh in 10 minutes. Yeah, Nikita is not stopping. He's going further. That's really something to watch at the design battle. Really, nobody who's ever been part of the design battle has never created the helmet for Elon Musk. You know, that's his way to apply to work for the guy. You know, that's kind of a good idea. He's maybe doing his chess combo of designing a website for design battle, UX design battle, that would actually not just get him hired at a design studio, because that's what he's already doing, but maybe he's gonna, make his bet at working at SpaceX already. For those who are not yet working at a design studio of Elon Musk or Looi or ICE or any other one, or are not completely happy with their current employment, please go to the website of the design course and apply for the course to become a UX designer and a better UX designer, so that you could also take part in battles where you will be cutting people's heads off. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, really, please do apply for the design course, because that will get you into a design studio and that will get you to, perfect your skills. Okay, so what is happening back on the battlefield? We've only got 4 minutes running. It's really gonna be one of the best battles that we had so far. Because yeah, it's probably before the battle, the users have been choosing between the different designs, websites that we're going to be redesigning. The choice was between SpaceX, Coca-Cola, as one of those options, and the users have chosen SpaceX. And yeah, we believe that was indeed a great choice, because that is a company that a lot of people are aspiring to, and so that gives a lot of room for the designers' ambitions and talents and aspirations, and so that gets them really very enthusiastic, and that that got us a lot of great stuff to watch. Okay, look, as you can get it really done quite simply and quite fast. Oh, look, Nikita is doing some more magic. Oh, he's cut some. Okay, see, he's thinking what to do with the hat of the website, or Elon Musk. At this point, we really don't know. Okay, so he's trying to either do it lighter or do it even more complex. So what do you think he's doing? Please write what you think in the comments section. Who are you supporting? Don't forget to vote, by the way. So if you like Elon Musk sitting on the rocket, vote for Nikita. Woohoo! If you like Sergey's more leveled out, beautiful, and clear-cut design, vote for Sergey. In the end, we're going to see who is the winner of the battle. In the industry, there have been, battles about people who have only, been using Macs all their lives. Some people, did not have this opportunity, especially in Russia. But really, we believe that whatever you can do to get you to making the best product, you should do. So it's not about, having this or that type of product. You could do it in Photoshop on any available machine that you have. Oh, look. Okay, so he's making the text smaller. Okay, that's a try. You can see that Sergey is already, has produced a million options, and he's already, sitting there and really ready to demonstrate the results of what he's doing. And Nikita is, still trying. So if you want to really stop at that and call it a day, please write in the comment section, and we'll just follow your lead on that, and we'll leave it at what it is. Okay, so we just like a short comment, to be honest. I'm also, and that's Sergey's words, Sergey Popkov, so he's also a fan of Photoshop as opposed to Sketch, but really it's not about what you use, it's about what you produce. It's actually something that we have for the first time in the design battle, that someone has so much enthusiasm as Nikita. But you know, enthusiasm is a good thing, but you really need to look at quality as well. And you can see that guys are really trying to create something, you know, that's not going to be just you know, a funny picture, but something that's, you know, when you're creating that, you know, website and product design, you need to make sure that it works as a product first and foremost. Next Friday, July 28th, we're gonna be redesigning a different website, and you can choose between the different options. So please follow the news, and we'll be announcing what those options are so that you could come to the next design battle prepared and watch the website that is being redesigned, the one that you have previously chosen. Okay, we have the last seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, let's you see, Sergey was just like waiting. Okay, we're gonna have 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes, especially for Nikita. So we're gonna relaunch the timer, or maybe that's been a little too much, but it's actually 10 minutes that we have added extra to the core website to let Nikita, you know, do what he wants to do. We're gonna give a designer some more time for him to make a funny picture of a head sitting on someone's shoulders into a working prototype of a working product. While, you know, really Sergey has done all of, you know, has completed all of his plans and is really he's sitting there probably reading his Facebook feed, doesn't really know need what to do, anything else. Can you imagine? Yeah, we're discussing some of the options for the next design battle redesigns, and those could be the design of the website for a spinner. Would you imagine designing a website for a spinner? What would you put it? Would you have the whole page just, you know, spinning around? Or think about it. If you have any ideas, please write them in the comments or to our email, so that next design battle could be even more fun than this one. Although, what could be more fun than putting a helmet on Elon Musk's head? Okay, Sergey is leaving us a message. He's asking if Nikita has more pretty websites. I wish you knew, Sergey. This is, you know, an employee of your company, so we were thinking that you could really read your mind, but you have probably no idea what he's doing. You'll really be surprised, dear Sergey. Okay, probably for Sergey, it's time for some After Effects, although he probably doesn't really need it, but we're wondering whether Nikita is gonna make it. Yeah, we're it's not a design battle, but it's a battle, you know, in our minds, whether you need to be an artist to be a great UX designer, whether it's more of an art or more of a tool. What do you think? Please write what you think in the comments. Sergey Popkov, who's the commenter, he is the supporter of not necessarily having to know how to draw to be a great designer, because it's, you know, not exactly about those skills that you're employing. But if you have a different opinion, you're totally welcome to share it, and we'll make sure that we'll discuss it with the heroes of our today's broadcast or during the next design battle, or maybe we should make a dedicated battle especially about that. What is it doing? A collage of different options? That's great. Yeah, guys, really thank you for supporting us with some images that you're throwing in the comments as well. Okay, 4 minutes left. 4 out of 10. 6 have elapsed. Yeah, so we're probably, yeah, just gonna wrap it up when the clock strikes 12. It looks like a battle, you know, of Nikita and Nikita right now. Who are you for, Nikita or Nikita? Please vote in the comments. Is it gonna draw like a flame or a flame emoji maybe, or what? Oh my god, this is, yeah, this is something that he should have, you know, had. Who could design a rocket without some fire, baby? So he's gonna fire up the website. It looks like during the next 3 minutes he's also gonna fly through space directly to Elon Musk and sell this project. Oh, is that, I wonder if he's gonna use that image as the flame. Oh, where is he advertise? Oh no, that's Loooi's advertising. Okay, that's well, why not? That's the right time for it. Yeah, that's also, you know, some sort of UI design. Oh, look, it is. It's like a game. It's animated. Okay, that's really not bad. Yeah. Oh, it looks actually like their new website. So he's showing us their new website that is not yet available. Yeah, it's really great. You know, little tricks and features that you can wire in. Great job. Is that a message to us? Yeah, it looks like Sergey is really proud of this trick that they've done, but you know, we can totally approve of that, because if you've done something cool, there's always it's always a good time to talk about it if you're really proud of what you're doing, because ultimately you should be doing what you're proud of. So yeah, do follow that email, hello@looi.ru, and apply if you want to work at Looi Product Design Studio with Sergey and Nikita. And then when you apply, decide who you wanna, you know, what style are you gonna follow, Sergey's or Nikita's, and maybe they're gonna put you in a different product. Do you think Nikita, yeah, actually it's hard for us to imagine how Nikita works for a bank. So maybe, you know, today he just went wild. Yeah, if you have any messages to Sergey, please write in the comments, or you can actually write it to him as a message. So maybe in the time that is left until the end, he can reply to you. Or, you know, maybe we should just stop at that, because it looks like, you know, there's no significant revolution as the revolution that Elon Musk is want to do in the world that Nikita can perform in the last, you know, seconds of the design battle. Okay, so we're gonna stop them now. So we came into the room to the guys and are asking them to just stop it and to just show what they got on the screen, and they will be really surprised to know. Okay, Sergey's saying he's ready, and then he's probably feeling a little shy to show what's there, but he looks pretty confident. And Nikita, it looks like Nikita is still trying to finish up. Okay, let's just give them some finishing minutes for the finishing touches. Yeah, so he's just leaving it as is. Okay, now we're gonna go and ask them some questions. Okay, now they're in the commentator room and looking at both designs. Okay, now Sergey finally found what Nikita has been doing all along. Looks like he's a little surprised. Nikita, I wonder if Nikita is surprised about what Sergey has done. Okay, so Sergey has been, you know, has adopted a constructive approach. Yeah, so we even thought that, oh, okay, that Sergey is gonna fly to Elon Musk and sell it, while Nikita was working at an email submission form. Okay. Yeah, please write your questions that you want to address to our wonderful battleships in the comments, and we will address them to them. So yeah, the website that he's been showing, that Sergey has been showing of the Looi Design Studio, is not out yet. There's still, as it always takes ages to do your own website, so that's their case. They've been doing it for ages, and they're looking forward to releasing it soon. So to comment his design, Sergey is saying that this is exactly a product story. So what has been important for him is to create a product story, a website that works in a clear way to direct the user into using the product. What would be his advice to the people who are watching us right now, to the aspiring designers? He says that what he's interested in is how you combine the product and the emotional components. It's really not rare for him to see that, great designers, some great designers, are saying that, we're just doing great products, and they're not really focusing on emotions that much. And, emotions don't have to distort simple design. And he believes that you really need to learn to combine those two. And you should start learning the methodology of design thinking, and you should go check out some promo websites, because usually, product and promo website are such a, huge ocean apart, but you should go and study both of those to be able to create really striking and emotionally strong product websites as well. Sergey is saying about a new awards project that has just been launched. It's called Talk Awards. He's probably going to send a link in the comments section after the broadcast, which is the awards that go basically like FWA, but something that is specially created for apps. And you can go and apply and see what works have been applied so far. Okay, now a question to Nikita. So, yeah, a question that we have been waiting for. When you're working for a project for a bank, is that the approach that you're using? How do you, shake up the client a little bit? Okay, so yeah, the truth is that when you're working for a bank, you really don't always have the chance to, lighten it up a little bit. So I had the design battle all to myself to, really, really have fun. That's what I did. Yeah, but the sad thing is that, maybe you had some fun, Nikita, and we're happy for you, but that did not really strike a chord in our users, because they did not really vote much for that. And yeah, your fondness of Mask is appreciated though. Somebody's asking about the t-shirt that Sergey is wearing. It says do deep design, and please write in the comment if you want one, and maybe we should be creating more of those. And then in the end, UI UX design will turn into t-shirt design. Or maybe that should be, a special thingy for people who are taking part in the design battle. Well, we're gonna think of it. Probably Nikita is gonna have a t-shirt with Elon Musk. By the way, Somebody's asking for the guys to share the raw files, and maybe that's what they're gonna do. He's asking whether it's clear what's what it is that he wanted to say there. Because if you think the original SpaceX website is not that bad, if you actually go there and click through it, you will see some animation of the rocket ships. But the problem of the homepage of the current SpaceX website is that it does not really give any emotional, it does not translate the huge emotional potential that is in the company, and that is the core of the company's ambitions, and that is what Sergey tried to fix. Do you think he's been successful in that? But at the same time, if you go and check out their Facebook page and social media, you will find a lot of beautiful images and resources that have not found their place on the website. So the first thing that you should do is not show copy or like verbal message, but you should do something that's visually striking and that translates your emotion. If you imagine how the Falcon 9 rocket goes right up the sky into space through those clouds, can you imagine how you would feel about the company instead of seeing a blunt message? So that's what Sergey believes should be done. That's why he's probably created those images that you see on the right of the rocket that's actually flying. Yeah, Guide is the plugin that he has been using. Nikita was using it. So it's a plugin that creates the grid that is really handy when you're designing. Yeah, they can just they'll send the link later on. Yeah, that's a grid plugin. But Sergey believes you don't really terribly need it. But Nikita likes it that it gives a really precise calculation of how what the placement of different objects should be. So there was a thought to actually make a design battle shorter, because Sergey was just thinking sitting there and doing nothing, and Sergey is recommending a tool that you can access. It's sort of like a Photoshop in just right inside the browser. He's been using standard Photoshop right now, the toning, but if you're just doing a presentation, if you don't have Photoshop, you'll really be okay with the online tools that are available inside the browser. No rocket science. Yeah, now the question about about where he got his image, and he was really having doubts about whether to do that or not, but time was running out and he was like, okay, I'll just go, but never do that. Okay, that was quite an emotional battle. And we've learned something new, I believe. Got some knowledge and baggage. What do the guys actually think about the battle? They believe that there's nothing that's been done like this in the world right now, actually. And they really appreciated the fact that we're also broadcasting in English. Thank you. And Sergey believes that we should be doing more. Do you think so? We really would love to do that actually. We believe that this is really fun stuff for us. Nikita is suggesting to also make some internal communication within the battle. So yeah, we're gonna have the next battle from different design, where the different participants are gonna be from two actually competing on the market design studios. So that's gonna be a real battle. But actually, we could do it in all the million different ways. It could be more serious, it could be less serious. Anyways, when you're looking, at different designers trying to, show their best, there's always something that you can learn. For example, look at Sergey. He's just taken, the rules of creativity and started to apply them. And Nikita too, but maybe he's just gone a little too far, or on the other hand, not far enough. Another life hack from Sergey. When he's drawing a layout of a website, he's always starting with one screen. And he's drawing canvas and he's starting to, put it all together, because there's a psychological problem of start. So when you start, and you need to create a layout, like a big thing and a product, and you really don't know how to approach it. So, when you start with one screen, things get easier. And if your mind does not work in that kind of scale, just lower down, lower down, lower down until your mind knows what to do with what you see. So, if you need something, to start with, just do one screen, and then when you'll get to a developer, you're going to show them several screens, and then you will think together maybe about, how to connect them. But, if you can't think about like all of the screens at once, just start with one. Sorry, we lost that image for a second, but yeah, here it is. Yeah. Zoomed it out too much. Sorry for that. Okay, so yeah, so this screen is just the home page. So you come onto the website and you start seeing the video. So you don't have to, start the experience right there of, moving to some other screen. You just, stop for a second and watch the video and get your, first impression. Basically, you meet the company. If the user, shows a sign that he's active and wants to do something, then we can blur out or darken out the video to kind of lead him into the next step. On the other screen, you have a different type of scenario. And each part could show one of the launches or one of the rockets, and then you can have the different types of transitions from one page, from one screen to the other one. So it's not just linear, it's not just up and down, but you can wire in different scenarios. For example, flying rocket that would bring you from one page to the other, or something else. So my advice would also be, especially if you're doing a promo site, to think about the dynamics that you can wire into the website from the very beginning. So even if you're doing one landing page, just break it into different screens and put it all together like that, because it really creates the right mindset for you to do the job. Speaking about creating landing pages, just think about Apple's website of MacBook and other products. You have some kind of transition and some kind of animation, some kind of dynamics wired even into the what seems like a simplest landing page of each of their products, because just creating a linear page that is just there, that does not involve the user into emotional communication, is not really best in class work. Okay, so we're going to share the raw files. And a question from Sergey Popkov. Okay, so the question is, how do you actually present it to the client? So, okay, as a designer, you're thinking about the emotional component, and then the question, so the question is, who does animation at your studio, and do you animate it for presenting to the client? So the answer is yes, and for some complex animations, they're using After Effects, and they don't have a dedicated motion designer. They just have designers who know how to do stuff in After Effects, and if they're doing something really complex, they're using some outsourced superpower. So yeah, they have no problem. They can do animated throughout, and are using After Effects. There are cases where they for example here they're showing static images, but they're giving an insight, a glimpse into how it's gonna be animated. So sometimes it's not about getting it to the fullest of what it's gonna be like technically, but it's about how you can tell the story. So it's about the storytelling behind your concept as well, in very many cases, in terms of presenting it to the client. So during pre-sale, the animation could be a good idea, because that's a really important stage, but further on you may do this at a later stage, because you don't really have to be coming back to the client with on every iteration with some bit of animation. And we have different different staff members use different tools. It's whatever they feel comfortable about doing. So for me, I'm still with Photoshop. I'm feeling comfortable with Photoshop. Sorry, I'm old school guy. Yeah, Sergey Popkov is also willing to do a design battle, but he needs something great to battle for. So maybe it's gonna be a great challenge, or something to design which is gonna be big, or someone to battle with. So if you have any ideas, guys, throw them in the comments, and let's see what can get out of it. Okay, so yeah, they're discussing that the extra 10 minutes were to make the rocket fly. Okay, so thank you a lot for watching. We really enjoyed this time. Hoping that guys are gonna be rewatching it later and reading your comments and learning from it, because it's not oftentimes that you can get the design director and the designer sitting together but not working on something collaboratively, but battling with each other. So thanks guys for being so bold and being open to this. That's really great experience. Maybe this is something that you should introduce into your studios, to have your staff battle towards against each other and cutting yeah, Elon Musk's heads off for your website. Sorry, that was not part of the plan. Okay, so Nikita's comments. Nikita is speaking about harbor space, saying that that's quite an innovative place to learn from and at. And he really enjoyed it, and he believes it's what you take out of it. So yeah, thank you. We'll share it with everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again. Please apply for challenges. Let us know of your thoughts. Thanks. Bye.